Ikire is the closest town to Ibadan, the second biggest business hub in southwest Nigeria. As you have the French fry, so does Ikire town has its own special fry called Dodo Ikire. Ikire is governed by the paramount ruler Akire of Ikire Land under the council of his over 150 council of chiefs in Ikire. One of the prestigious chieftaincy titles within the council is the head of business, Parakoyi of Ikire Land. The chieftaincy title is owned by the Parakoyi family of Okeada, Ikire town. Excellence is always rewarded with accolades and honors. The highest paying employer in Akoko land of Ondo State answered the call from his hometown as he was installed as the Parakoyi of Ikire Land. It is conferred on the most educated, enlightened, exposed, wealthy and generous son of the Parakoyi family. Let he whose head fits the cap wear it. Chief J.O Lawal was chosen as the 10th Parakoyi of Ikire Land from their ancestral father Olunlago and Aina Abimbolu, the ancestral mother of the title. Meet Chief Sir James Olatunbosun Lawal, the 10th Parakoyi of Ikire Land.
Àwọn bàbá wa ní ayé àtijọ́, àwọn ni oníṣòwò pàtàkì ní gbogbo agbègbè ibi wọ̀nyí. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn bàbá wa wọ́n ti ń lọ sọ́jà ní Ìjẹ̀bú, wọ́n ti ń lọ sí ọjà l'Ékòó, ní gbogbo ibi ní Nàìjíríà náà ti ń tajà lọ. So oyè tó ti wà ní tipẹ́tipẹ́, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Ilé Ifẹ̀, a dé Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, a dé Ìrẹsà, àwa tẹ̀dó sí ìlú Ìkirè. So oyè tó ti pẹ́ ni, over 400 years ago, or more than that.
Baba Oloye is a veteran teacher from the Premier University of Ibadan and the proprietor of Greater Tomorrow International Group of Schools. Chief owns a franchise with Fort Oil and Tantalizer PLC. He is also the possessor of GT Gas and GT Hotel and Event Center. Chief is also engaged in real estate businesses across the country. Chief is a gem who has graduated more than 6,000 learners who are now contributing their quota to the betterment of the world globally.
I would like to enlighten my people on how to appreciate education and how to embrace it totally. And when we are talking about education, we don't just talk about anyhow education. We are actually talking about qualitative education. Education devoid of examination malpractices. Education devoid of not to being serious with the quality of education. So I would first of all like to inform them and talk to them to appreciate that education is the bedrock, is the in thing in the society.
Baba Oloye is the founder of J.O Lawal Foundation, under which scholarships has been awarded to thousands of indigent learners and capitals to thousands of struggling business owners. Few years back, he founded Greater Tomorrow Club and Friends, a club that trains its members in financial literacy and dishes out loans in millions with zero interest. Through this, Chief has turned many struggling youths to comfortable millionaires in Ondo State. All these and many others are reasons why his family unanimously agreed to his installation as the Parakoyi and his wife as Parakoyi Iyalaje of Ikire Land. Chief's philanthropy is perpetually on a default setting mode. Chief, under his NGO J.O Lawal Foundation, dished out a whopping sum of 10 million naira in cash amongst his family at Ikire to start businesses or invest in already established businesses for the uplift of the family in general. It was an unprecedented initiative, having 63 members of the family benefit from the initiative. Words are inept in capturing the emotions of the beneficiaries. Of December 2020 was the grand day as Ikire received personalities from all spheres of life. The day started with Chief and Chief Mrs. Lawal coming out of their newly built residence at Ikire in a fashionable white lucid agbada, and Iyalaje looking dashing in her iro and buba with her simple but classic headgear. A gaze at the majestic steps of the Parakoyi was a sight to behold. A swift departure to the Ikire Palace for the official and traditional installation of Parakoyi and Parakoyi Iyalaje of Ikire Land on Chief J.O Lawal and Chief Mrs. Mojisola Lawal respectively at the ancestral enclave of the Ikire. The front runners of Ikire Council of Chiefs performed the traditional rites. Countless prayers were said upon the Parakoyi and Parakoyi Iyalaje.
Ó lò pẹ́ nínú bàbá ṣe ń dùn sí lónìí bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀yin náà dùn ká inú yóò máa dùn ní ilẹ̀kẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá kó sí lọ́rùn lónìí ká gbọ́rùn ètò ìbámọ̀ tí mo débi kíní ìṣe Ọlọ́run ní fi sọ́lá ẹ̀mí ogun o.
Shortly after, Ewe Oye, also known as Ewe Akoko, meaning fertility leaves, were used for the chieftaincy conferment.
Àwọn onísàbọ̀rọ̀ ń ní òjò lù náà. wọ́n fi ewé èlé lórí aya ọba ní orúkọ ti bàbá ní orúkọ ti ọmọ ní orúkọ ti ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ẹ mọ̀ wà láyé láyé. Jésù Olúwa.
Ọmọ dúdú ni mo kọ́kọ́ fọmọ fún ọjọ́ inú bí dúdú ló bá nàmọ tí mo bí mo bá gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ dúdú mo fi fún pupa àjèjì ara rẹ̀ sà tí bá adúbínú iná yín sùn máa kọ iná yín sùn máa bọ àmọ́ yàyà nínú alágbẹ̀dẹ àkọ́kọ́ kọjúmọ́ tó mọ́ oyún lárí òyì ìnádé kọ́rọ́ yìí o mẹ́ta lè wọ̀ ilé ara rẹ̀ sà èyí tí bá adúbínú àgbọ̀dọ̀ fi kéèké rọ̀ fọ́ ilé ara nàjà.
The newly conferred chiefs paid homage to the Ikire of Ikire, Oba Olatunde Falabi. The Ikire gave his royal blessings, and Baba Oloye and Iyalaje paid tribute to all members of Ikire. The next point of felicitation was the Parakoyi family house, where the Baba Oloye and Iyalaje were cheerfully received by the joyous members of Parakoyi family. The family members were so gleeful as they appeared in their undoubtedly well-tailored uniform. They turned out in groups, paying homage to their new head. Chief and Chief Mrs. joined their family members on the dance floor with supple and slow dance steps. The final destination was at GT Hotel and Event Center. The hall was characterized by fanciful but never exuberant decorations, with a section mapped for pictures. There isn't a complete ceremony in Yoruba nation without a music band entertaining the audience. Playing to entertain the audience was the veteran and living legend Sir Ebenezer Obey, alias Chief Commander, delivering classic yet contemporary juju music. Anchoring the epic event was a communications specialist from Abuja, Ayegboka Saheed.
The chiefs from Ikire Land, all the chiefs from Ondo State wants to dance with Chief and Chief Mrs. So all the others and the chiefs in the house, it is your time to dance with Chief and Chief Mrs. Parakoyi of Ikire Land. Our land is the Musaki of Bali. The Royal Highness of our land is the Bali. The fire is tough.
The hall was full to the brim. People came from all parts of the country to celebrate, felicitate and congratulate the new chiefs. The royal fathers were present. Representatives of Ondo State government were present. Academicians were present. A full squad of the government of the state of Osun, led by the deputy governor Olugboyega Alabi, were present. Captains of industries, members of Greater Tomorrow family were present. Members of Ikire Council of Chiefs were present. Members of Ikire Progressive Union were present. Greater Tomorrow Old Students, Olukare Council of Chiefs were all present to honor the man who has turned Ikare Akoko to a mega town. They say a party without cake is just a meeting. Baba Oloye and Iyalaje cut the cake to celebrate the newly added role and title.
At the pronunciation of Parakoyi, please let's cut the cake. Let's pronounce the syllables together, please. Pa, ra, ko, yi. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Someone said, life is a party you joined after it has started and leave before it finishes. Food, drinks and music were available in abundance to mark the grand day. The party was simply a success. Congratulations to a veteran teacher, a generation builder, a father to thousands, an employer to hundreds, a helper to all and sundry. The Parakoyi of Ikire Land.